What's up, guys? Propha Truth here. First off, let me just let you guys, give you guys a quick update what's been going on. I know I've been out for about 2 or 3 days. I just actually got my second surgery on my left foot. You know, I'm actually holding up on my cane right now because I'm not even supposed to be standing. But I got up and I was like, I gotta give you guys a video. Like, it's been 2 days. I gotta give it you guys. I know you guys are probably like, where the hell is Propha at? I just figured I'd give you guys a quick up to date. And because of my second surgery, I won't be able to actually be doing so much content on the outside because I can't be moving around like that until I'm actually fully healed. So what I will be doing is actually just giving you content within my house, you know, give you guys deck profiles, give you Yu-Gi-Oh news, and if there's anything like a tournament that somebody topped in, give you guys up to date on that. So, but aside of that, this video is actually going to be a deck profile on my Majespecter Spellbook Windwitch. Yeah, it's a long name. It's like 3 engines in one. But it's a fun deck. It is. Like, because of the fact that the Majespecters can be targeted, destroyed is the most funniest thing. Because my friend Orlando actually came over. He was testing for the regionals out that they're going to be going for the Catskills. That's actually happened today. And it's funny because he summoned Dryden, I summoned Bambuku, and Bambuku sits there and he's like, "Hi Dryden, the only way he can get through me is by whip tail because obviously they can't be destroyed or targeted." So before we get straight to the deck profile, guys, hit that thumbs up button, share the video, share the channel, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Let's get straight to the profile, guys. Alright, guys, so first up, I'm playing 3 Majespecter Bambukus. This is like your Stratos in the deck. He's the searcher for any monster, any Majespecter monster. He's awesome. Like, the moment he's normal special summon, you just search for a Majespecter monster, can be targeted, and can be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And his scale is pretty decent. He's a scale 5. He's right in, he's actually the highest scale 4 Majespecters, along right next to Ogamatoad, and who else? No. Yeah. Oh, and the Crow. But I'm not running the Crow, so the Majespecter scales are pretty balanced, like at least for their archetype. So it's pretty good. He's the heart of the deck. He's the Rhoda. He's the Stratos. However you guys want to call him. You got to play 3 though. Nothing less than that. I mean, if you're playing like a Metaphor engine, I've seen Metaphors play only 2. You know, but that was when Kieran was not banned. But even so, I still seen it even when Kieran banned. But when Kieran wasn't banned, this deck, the Metaphor version of this, was so annoying. It's insane. So, 3 Bambukus. Next up, 2 Ogamatoads. Like, I was playing this at 3. He's awesome. You know, the moment he's normal summon, you can actually take a Majespecter spell or trap and actually set it straight from your deck. So, I remember back then when people were running Mistake, he would dodge Mistake because of the fact that the moment he summoned, he doesn't add it straight to your hand. He actually just sets it straight from the deck. So that's what I really liked. That was the time when I was running him at 3. But he still has the same effect that like any other Majespecter, can be targeted, can be destroyed by opponent's card effects. So he's 1300 attack. He's like the medium, like he's pretty much the medium attack guy. But he's pretty good. His scale also is a 5, so he's up there with Bambuku and the Crow. 2 Majespecter Nekomata, the cat. I was also playing this at 2. No, I mean at 3. The reason why I was playing these guys at 3 was because I was trying to balance the scale, and I figured, like, you know, it would be easier to pendulum out the hand, but once they hit the extra deck, it's very difficult, especially in Link format. So once Link format dropped, I dropped them like to 2. So 2 is fine. I like him at 2. She's the one that says when she's normal special summon, I can add any Majespecter card from my deck to my hand, and the same last effect of targeting cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. She's a scale 2. You will use her more like for scale purposes. I mean, at least I do. But sometimes you will put her in defense mode, like pendulum summoning her, put her in defense mode at the end of the turn. You're searching for any Majespecter card. So, but it's good at 2 for now in this format. So, and then 3 Majespecter Fox, Kibi. I can't say her name, Kibi. I just call her Fox. She's probably also right next. She's like right next to Bambuku of being the best Majespecter, because she actually is the searcher for the traps, for the Majespecter traps. So you'll search your Tornado, you can search your Tempest, or if you're playing Supercell, you can search Supercell. I don't play Supercell personally. I think it's still a good card, but they don't go to the graveyard, so it's pointless. But definitely 3 of her. On top of that, she is aside from Kirin, but since he's banned, she is the biggest attack monster, so you want to put her at 3. If you do play the field spell, she becomes an 18 hitter. So, and she's also a scale 2. Amazing. You gotta play 3. Got to. So that was it for the Majespecter, guys. What I am playing is also 1 Dragonox to Empowered Warrior. I replaced Archfiend Eccentric for this. I'm just testing it. I actually like it in a way, because I see it a lot, especially a lot when I'm going up against true Dracos or Zoos. Is that, you know, if she's in the pendulum zone, I can actually, when my opponent declares an attack, I can destroy this and end the battle phase. And the reason why I put her in here is because all your Majespecters they're really little. Like, their attacks are very low. They're easy to punch. I'd rather protect them and be able to use them for like an overlay unit to summon, maybe like a Chidori, like Lightning Chidori, or even Castell. I'd rather do something like that and protect them than anything else, than popping a back row. Like, yes, this deck does lose to like back row such as like Warning, or if you Pendulum Strike, but other than that, they really don't have an issue that heavy unless your opponent's playing Quaking, or if they play Quaking, then it's not as bad because you can still tribute them for applying the trap cards, so it's not that bad. It's like an Icarus attack. Like, if you were playing Blackwings and you set a Blackwing, you play Icarus attack, you can still tribute them while they're face down. Storming, it really depends. If you didn't Pendulum that turn, then yeah, Storming is, it doesn't matter if they Storming you. They can't Mirror Force you, obviously, because you can't be destroyed. So the back row doesn't really scare me. The only time you lose to back row is like if I Pendulum and you Solemn Warning or Solemn Strike me, and then I really don't have any other resources. That's the only way you'll lose to really a back row. And that's the reason why, unless you go into game 2 and they side deck like Master Restrict, because you will lose to that Master Restrict, that's understandable. See, in game 2, that's when I'll take him out and put Eccentric in. But right now, I didn't put Eccentric in the side deck. I actually, like, again, I loaned it out to my teammate. So I like it though. It's very situational. Excuse me. It's very situational. Like, if they attack, you can end the battle phase. You protect the little monsters. That's the best way, because they can't be targeted, destroyed as it is. So imagine if they can't be destroyed by, if they don't get destroyed by battle. So it's funny. It's a hit or miss with this card. Then next up, I play the Windwitch engine. Windwitch Ice Spell. 3 of her, obvious reasons. Reveal, special, get the Glass Bell, and then Glass Bells get Snow Bell, and then you go straight into your Crystal Wing. It becomes a problem because people can't get through Crystal Wing when he can't be destroyed by card effects. Or, you know, there's times when I've actually done it for Stardust Dragon. It was a funny time when I was playing Return of the Dragon Lords in here, because I would go Reveal, go Special Summon Clear Wing, then go spring out either Stardust or Crystal Wing, and I'll go Return of the Dragon Lords, bring back the Clear Wing. It was fun. It was a funny tech that I tried out, and it worked. It did work, believe it or not, when I played Return of the Dragon Lords. The problem with it is that, you know, if you don't have the Ice Bell in your hand and then you join Return of the Dragon Lords, that could have been a Majespecter. So it did come clutch. I may try it again simply because we're in Link format now. So, but you got to play 3 Ice Bells. Next up, 2 Glass Bells. Obvious reasons. You playing the Windwitch engine, and she lets you search for your Snowbell. And then the 1 Snowbell. You know, you're gonna play your 3, 2, and 1. So special summon. The whole deck is wind. So it's funny if I Pendulum, all my Majespecters get a search and I go special, and it's hilarious. And then I go like Ties of Brethren. You swarm the board. Then 1 Vanity's Fiend. This, I main this because it's hilarious. I'll tell you why. I'll show you why. So, let's say, you know, I have Ice Bell. I go Special Summon Ice Bell. Effect, if they don't Ogre you, you go Special, and an effect, you're going to search. Then I'm going to go Special. Now, I'll sink into Clearwing. Clearwing is up here now. Let me see where's Clearwing. Clearwing is up here now, right? And this is your hand. This is the field. And then I'll go tribute, summon. Now, 90% of the time that I've done this, nobody can get through it. If I do this first turn, you're assed out. Because if you try to target any of them, I'm going to negate. Or if a level 5 or higher effect activates, I'm going to negate. But you're not going to summon a level 5 or higher if I do this first turn, because he's on board, unless you're doing tribute summons. But that's different. That's different, like such as like True Dracos. If I'm playing against True Dracos, this does not mean shit to them. I'm telling you right now. But most of the time when I'm playing Zoos or Blue Eye, or playing against Blue Eyes or anything, I really special summons. Like, I did this to a World Challenge player, and it was the most funniest shit. Like, they couldn't get through it. Like, I did this first turn, they said game 2. So that's the reason why I've done it. It's a good tech. I like the tech. It's something maybe you guys should try out. So definitely one Vanity's Fiend, in my opinion. One Maxi, obvious reasons, just in case, you know, they're swarming. You go, okay, pitch, and you start drawing your cards out of the deck. Then next up, I played 2 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, or AKA what everybody calls him, Blue Boy. Sometimes it's iffy. Like, I had him at 3 and I dropped him to 2 because it's either I'm gonna summon him and do my whole searching, thinning out the deck and stuff, or I'm gonna normal summon a Majespecter. So if he said normal summon or special summon, he would have been busted. But for right now, I'm testing at 2. It's okay at 2. I like it at 2. I'm not gonna go any lower than that, and I don't think I'm gonna go back to 3. So 2 Blue Boys. And now up to the spell, guys. I'm playing 3 secrets, Spellbook of Secrets. It's pretty much the rotor for the spellbook. So you're gonna activate. You're gonna either search a Blue Boy or you're gonna search your knowledge. I play 3 because it's just to thin out the deck. You're gonna keep searching. Then, like I said before, knowledge. 3 knowledges. Spellbook of Knowledge. This card is freaking clutch in here. It's amazing. Yes, you cannot send your Majespecters because they're pendulums. You can't send them from the field to the grave. But you have this. You have your Spellbook engine. I mean, not your Spellbook. Yeah, your Spellbook engine. You have your Windwitch engine. You have your Blue Boy engine. You draw. You're going to draw. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to draw. You have the draw power in here. So, just remember, guys, you can't send your Majespecters. If they're on the field, you can't knowledge because you're not going to draw too. They don't go to the graveyard. So, definitely 3. Then 3 Ties of Brethren. This card is going up in price. This card is going to be so clutch by the next structured deck. I think the fairy structure deck. This card is going to be nuts. I'm actually building it. So, this card is amazing in this deck because the moment you do the Windwitch engine, you go into your Clearwing. What's going to happen is that you still haven't even did your normal summon or even pendulum summon. So what you're going to do is either you can go scale pendulum 2 and then Ties of Brethren and bring out like another 2, and you just swarm the board with Majespecters and an unstoppable Clearwing unless they kaiju you or Book of Moon you. It's pretty clutch. I love this card at 3. I think this card is broken. Now you are paying 2,000 life points, so you gotta be careful when you're paying your life points. It can be a cause. The only reason why I'm playing at 3 is because I want to see it. Especially if I'm having a Windwitch engine in it, I want to see it. So, I definitely say 3. Just remember also, you can't conduct your battle phase the moment you activate this. And you cannot special summon monsters after you activate it. So, remember that, guys. I've seen somebody go activate and they still special summon. No, do your special summon first, then activate. Because your special summon stops the moment you activate this card. So, 3 of Ties of Brethren. 1 board white Raigeki. I may actually start playing Double Dark Hole soon with a 1 Raigeki. It's just because this format is crazy with the zoos. I'm just really waiting for the ban list, guys. The ban list needs to come already. So 1 Raigeki. And then off to the traps. 3 Tornadoes. This card is so clutch. When you're going up against zoos hate this. I'm telling you right now. You go, you summon your Bambuku, you get the search, then you go, okay, attack Trident. If they go damage step, they're going to do the whip tail, fine, they lose this. If not, you're gonna leave it there, and you're gonna flip over, you're gonna banish their Trident. It doesn't matter if they have 2 whip toes on it. I did it this week. It was the most funniest shit I've seen, because my boy Orlando was tight. So I think it's such a good card, this format. Against true Dracos, I don't know. Like, again, if Masterpiece is unaffected by traps, then you're pretty much assed out. Now, if he's unaffected only by spells and monsters, then this can be clutch for him, for getting Masterpiece off the board. So, next up, 2 Stormy Mirror Forces. Now, Stormy Mirror Force, I was thinking about playing 2 Stormies, 1 Quaking, but Storming is probably the best Mirror Force right now. In this format, Destruction doesn't really work against the true Dracos. Zoos, yeah, it varies. It really varies. I say 2 Stormings, though. Storming, to me, is really clutch. I like it in this deck, and I might put 1 Quaking in it. So, next up, 2 of the Solemn families. I'm only playing 1 strike because this is also your strike. Majespecter Tempest. This is also your strike, just a different cost. That's it. You're paying 1,500 life points here, and here just says tribute or wind spellcaster. I may drop this down to 1 and play another strike instead, because there's times when you don't have the monster on board to tribute, so you're forced to just go, you know what, damn, it stays on the board, you set it. I'd rather just play another strike if that's the case. So that's pretty much it on the main deck, guys. There's 40 cards in the main deck. Off to the extra deck. Now, there's cards in the extra deck missing because I had to loan out my cards to my friends that were going to the Catskills for regionals. So the extra deck it's all messed up right now. So High Speed Void, Chambara, you're gonna play him. He's awesome. He actually can get you your OTK. Like, it's hilarious. If you get this on board with a bunch of Majespecters and they don't stop this, it's game. 1 Winter Bell because of the Windwitch. If your opponent is low on life points, you can finish it off by burning. Just be careful you don't get Ghost Sword. It could happen to me. And it's just there for the extra 7 that you need. 1 Starters, like I said. 1 Clear Wing protection. These are 2 of protection, and then the 1 Crystal Wing. This is pretty much what you're gonna use as a synchro lineup, because of the fact that you are limited. When you use the Windwitch engine, you are limited to your attributes. You're most likely you're gonna be able to only summon wind monsters. So this is what's clutch about it. They are all wind. You can't go wrong. Whoopsie. I am so sorry, guys. So yeah, they are all wind. You can't go wrong. Next up, the Exceed lineup. The Engineer, whatever his name is, Totem Bird, Grand Pulse, Lightning Chidori, Abyss Dweller, Castell, and Utopia. I'm supposed to have, this is right here supposed to be my Lightning. It's just, again, I loaned it out for the weekend. So this is, the Utopia family is great in this deck because, like I said before, you don't have that much beat sticks unless you have the synchros on board. So it becomes like your beat stick of it, and on top of that, they can't activate anything during the battle phase. And sometimes Utopia does come clutch, because there's times when I've summoned Utopia with none but Majespecters on board, and then they'll go attack, and I'll just negate the attack. So it becomes clutch. Castell to bounce stuff back up to the deck. Dweller to stop the true Dracos. Lightning Chidori to return stuff to the bottom of the deck, or return to the top of the deck when you detach. And then Back Row Killer for the Grand Pulse. You detach, pop back row, or pop your opponent's diagram. Totem Bird to stop the spells and traps by detaching. You have to detach 2 materials, so at least you'll get 1 negation out of this. And then Engineer, because he protects himself. Like, you'll summon, they're gonna do something effect, put him in demo, now he can be destroyed. So he's just like a baby Majespecter himself. So that's pretty much it for that extra deck, guys. Let's go off to the side deck. Now, I told you the side deck is bad, guys. I really don't know what to do with the side deck. I just want the ban list to come already. I'm playing 1 Sloth because, as you guys saw, I was playing 1 Vanity's Fiend. Sloth is awesome. Like, if you're going up against, if you're gonna play against World Challenge, I say these 2 cards are gonna be your best bet. You're playing against Blue Eyes, don't even bother putting this in, because this is only for the extra deck. Yeah, they can still go through that. The Blue Eyes does go through the extra deck, but all they gotta do is summon alternative and pop them, and then go off from there. So that's the reason why I decided side 1 and main the vanities. Next up, one Jaugen. Jaugen is really good, and he's a spellcaster, so he's knowledge bait. You know, he's knowledge bait. So I can discard 1 card from my hand to the grave, and I just draw a special summon monsters in the field, and then while he remains on the field, no monsters can be special summoned. It's very cautious how you play this. Like, it's very, very cautious. You have to be really careful with this. It can actually benefit you very well if you play it right. You know, especially on zoos, because then when the moment you summon this, they're gonna want to pop this with Trident. They're gonna want to get them off the board, and if you have the resources in your hand to overcome that, you're good. You'll be fine. So 1 Jaugen, 2 barrier statues. This is funny. I've actually went off with this I've actually went with the Windwitch, summoned all the way to the Crystal Wing, and then scale, and then pendulumed him. No, pendulumed. Pendulumed him, and I think it was Fox, and then I searched and set enter. My opponent couldn't do anything. You know, it was really funny. So I say 2 wind statues, 2 forbidden chalice. Everybody's side decking this. This is like you set this, or your opponent goes off with the Trident. You're gonna negate, or like 2 Dracos if they do the 1 tribute monsters. You know, they apply the effects, negate, stop them from getting their search or their activation from the deck. So definitely, this card is clutch. This format, you gotta at least side deck if you don't main it. 1 Starlight Road. Now, I thought about putting my body as a shield rather than this, because my body as a shield is much better, especially if you have the extra deck occupied. You can't summon the starters. But there's times when I've actually set this, and like I've gotten Twin Twisted and just negated and got a starters to the extra deck zone. So it does come clutch sometimes, and even if you can't summon the starters, at least you get to negate it. 1 Unending Nightmare, simply because if you're going up against like somebody who's gonna play Mass Restrict on you, you could pop that anti-spell, pop that diagram, pop that. It's good. You just gotta be careful because you gotta pay 1,000 life points every time you do use it. And then 1 Chain Disappearance. I was playing 2, but it's not really that crucial because you can stop like the Raptors and stuff, but that does not stop. It slows them down, but it doesn't stop the zoos. So 1 Lost Win and 1 Summon Limit. I'm gonna bump this up to 2. I think it's really good, especially after if I summon my Majespecters and I go Ties of Brethren and set this and then flip this, and I already have 3 monsters on board and you have to be limited. This is really good. I think it is. And Lost Win to stop. It's the same reason why you're playing Chalice, just to stop the effect. You cut the monster's attack in half, and that helps you a lot when it comes down with the Majespecters, because their attack is already low as it is. So if you could drop them lower than your Majespecter, you actually become clutch. This will be jumped up to 2, but as I said before, I'm gonna say it again, all my cards I've lent out for the weekend to everybody for the regionals. So that's pretty much it for the entire deck, guys. You know, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and if you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Later. So there you guys have it. That was the Majespecter Spellbook Windwitch deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it really does has potential in this format because, you know, Trident and Masterpiece can't really touch them. However, but Masterpiece could be a problem, just simply because he can be unaffected by the back roll. If I'm setting Tornado, you know, or Tempest, he's unaffected. So if he's unaffected by tributing a trap by him. Other than that, you have to maneuver around it. Depending what they tribute for him is what you got to really maneuver with the spells or the traps, because we all know most of the time they're going to tribute a monster. So yeah, you're not going to really get through them. You know, Crystal Wing is probably your best bet to get through him by over punching him. But even so, it's freaking 2 Dracos. They are an issue. They know how to get out of situations. Same thing with zoos, but zoos you have a better matchup with, because you slow down the zoos at least. Like, you slow down their play, so now they have to think about it. And that's what happened to my friend Orlando when we played test, because he wanted to take his zoos to the Catskills for the regionals, and he realized that, you know, a rogue deck like that can be a problem. You slow them down, you slow your opponent down, and they have to think a lot more. So I hope you guys did enjoy the deck profile, and if you did, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I hope to see you guys at the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Later, guys.